The chaos at DC continues. We have a new report basically disputing everything Gal Gadot has been saying in the lead up to her Netflix film Heart of Stone, where she's saying she is actually going to reprise the role as Wonder Woman, and she's working with James Gunn and Peter Safran, the two DC studio CEOs, to create a third Wonder Woman film. But there's a report from Warner Brothers insiders claiming that that is not happening at all. So let's get into this here. Gadot first raised word of Diana's potential addition to DC Studios' new roadmap during an August 2nd interview with comicbook.com. I don't actually think it took place on August 2nd. I think it took place beforehand because they have this whole SAG after strike and you can't actually like promote your films, et cetera, et cetera. So I think a lot of the studios knew that was happening, so they did a lot of pre-recorded interviews, basically, that they're now just publishing, knowing that their films are coming out later, and they wanted to at least still do some of the marketing with their stars involved. So they've been publishing them after the fact, after they went on strike. So anyways, comicbook.com's Chris Killian asked her if she had any plans to reprise the role of Wonder Woman, and she said, "I love portraying Wonder Woman. It's so close to and dear to my heart. From what I heard from James and from James Gunn, Peter Safran, is that we're going to develop a Wonder Woman 3 together." So very clear, she's saying that James Gunn, Peter Safran told her that they were going to be developing Wonder Woman 3 together. And then just recently, we had another interview with the magazine Flaunt, where she told the outlet, "I was invited to a meeting with James Gunn and Peter Safran, and what they told me, and I'm quoting, 'You're in the best hands. We're going to develop Wonder Woman 3 with you. We love you as Wonder Woman, and you've got nothing to worry about.'" So, and then she ended the quote saying, "So time will tell." So definitely sounds like James Gunn and Peter Safran told her, "Hey, we are going to indeed be developing Wonder Woman 3. Appears very definitive. At least that is what Gal Gadot was has been led to believe. And that's what she has been saying. So, but now we've got this report from Variety saying that Warner Brothers insiders actually reached out to the publication and informed them that Wonder Woman 3 is not in development, and the only project related to the superhero is the Max Themyscira-centric Game of Thrones-esque political drama Paradise Lost, which James Gunn announced as part of the DC Universe slate at the end of January this year. You also have insiders clarifying that the studio had never made any concrete promises to Gadot returning to the role, nor had they ever had any, quote, definitive discussions regarding the matter. So now they're basically disputing everything that Gal Gadot is saying. Interestingly, we did have James Gunn say that they were going to do more stuff with Wonder Woman, specifically on the animated front. He said this back in March. He says, "We're working on getting Wonder Woman into more animation." I agree that there hasn't been enough of her in that area, and it was one of the first things I brought up to the animation folks. So they are trying to do more stuff with Wonder Woman, so that could be that they might be doing stuff with Gal Gadot. They did not announce any kind of Wonder Woman animated project during the DC Universe slate. In fact, Gunn said that there might be more projects within that Chapter 1 slate that they weren't ready to announce yet, but could be in that Chapter 1. He said that these are the projects we have right now, but there might be others that come to the forefront. So we could see a Wonder Woman 3 potentially, but now we're seeing these insiders say that's not happening, even though Gal Gadot said is like, "Hey, that's what they said. This is what they told me." But I do want to point this out here too. This is from January. James Gunn did this like media presentation to like Hollywood Reporter, Variety, Deadline, all these people, talking to them about his DC Universe slate. And then as part of the remarks he made, he talked about Henry Cavill and what the former DC leadership had done to him. He says, "I like Henry. I think he's a great guy. I think he's getting dicked around by a lot of people, including the former regime at this company. But this Superman is not Henry for a number of reasons." It sounds like James Gunn might actually be doing the same thing to Gal Gadot that he was accusing former DC Warner Brothers leadership of doing to Henry Cavill, because it sounds like James Gunn and Peter Safran are telling Gal Gadot that we're doing Wonder Woman 3. We're getting anonymous insiders telling Variety from Warner Brothers that that's not happening, and they didn't even have a discussion. So it does seem like there's something fishy going on here. We've had James Gunn basically refute other people's talking points or conversations that they said they had. I think there was like these two brother directors that said that they had a conversation about doing some kind of DC movie. James Gunn said, yeah, we came in and we talked to them maybe, or they talked to people previously, but we didn't discuss a specific project or anything like that, or actually bring them on. We just had like a brief discussion. So my opinion is that I'm going to probably trust Gal Gadot. I don't think she's really has a track record of lying. I think she's pretty sincere about the things she's saying. I don't know if she would try and run a PR campaign. That's not kind of like her brand or something that I would expect her to do. Who knows? It's possible that she might do something like that. We just haven't seen her act that way before. That's not how she's kind of built her image. So I'm leaning that they did indeed have this conversation. They told her that and led her to believe that, and she's telling it to these people. And now all of a sudden, maybe that they were just maybe leading her on. They outright lied to her, which I wouldn't put past James Gunn. I do think that he is a liar. I think there's a lot of evidence of that. Just watch his DC universe. Like he's like says the Flash is going to reset it, and then literally a week later he's saying, oh, well, it's not resetting everything, it's only resetting certain things. So he's already like backtracking on that. And he backtracks all the time on things, but crazy chaos happening at DC, and I don't think it's going to get any better because of the people that Zaslav chose to run it. I just don't think that those people are the right people, and they're not going to steady the ship, and it seems like they're just bringing even more chaos to it.
Subscribe for more.